Bande Purushottamam, and my heart is Ranandita Jai Guru to one and all. Today we will discuss Dharma as perceived by my beloved benign Lord Sree Sree Thakur ANUKULCHANDRA, the prophet of the age. There are so many controversies, beliefs, misunderstandings regarding Dharma and its necessity in human life in reality. In general sense, Dharma means some spiritual activities that help man achieve what the secular aspect of human life fails to provide. Many people are inclined to believe that Dharma is something that a man may practice in his later life to pave the path for a better place and position in the life beyond after death. Most of the people argue that practice of Dharma means to devote oneself to the service of some deity or god, worshipping idols, or chanting the names of gods, or visiting temples or some sacred places. Some people also believe to serve man, giving them food or clothing, considering them as God. And some also believe that living from human society and taking shelter in a secluded place or hills or in the jungles and meditating on God is Dharma. Often people think Dharma and religion are same, but they are not the same. They have difference. But Sree Sree Thakur has declared in clear and concrete terms that the function of Dharma is to uphold, sustain, and nurture the all-round harmonious life and growth of the individual along with those of the environment. In fact, it comprehends the totality of life, individual and collective, with a meaningful adjustment of the past, present, and future. Life is a many-sided, multi-dimensional complex whole, and it does not admit of a fragmentary solution. So, anything that does not contribute to human existence and enhancement should be ignored. And it cannot be ignored without jeopardizing the interest of life as a whole. So, an all-embracing, integrated approach has to be made to solve the problems of life effectively. According to Sree Sree Thakur, the keynote and essence of Dharma is the concentric and synthetic integration of all aspects of life that restores balance and poise and leads to dynamic evolution is Dharma. So, Dharma has nothing to do with escapism, isolationism, exclusiveness, overworldliness, or lack of enthusiasm as is often erroneously assumed. So, we can say eating is Dharma, sleeping is Dharma, speaking is Dharma, cultivating is Dharma, teaching is Dharma, cooking is also Dharma, and all the activities which help to exist and grow are part of Dharma. Therefore, all the behaviors, talking, activities which help to exist and grow are Dharma, and it lies in achieving life abundant and love abundant out of an active emotional attachment for a man who is the very embodiment of love, life, light, lift, and wisdom in flesh and blood. And he is called the living ideal, the prophet of the age, like Sri Ramchandra, Lord Sri Krishna, Bhagavan Buddha, Jesus Christ, Sri Ram Krishna, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sree Sree Thakur ANUKULCHANDRA, and all the prophets. An active urge to follow and fulfill the ideal brings out the best that lies latent in human being, adding tremendously to human energy, efficiency, and potency. This adherence also molds human character towards higher becoming, because human beings are set and fashioned by what they love. Thus, divided human personality becomes unified, and they acquire real personality of concentric love. And unified personalities do succeed in uniting men on the common platform of the all-fulfilling ideal. They bring about a coordination of the ideal, individual, and environment, which is the consummation of Dharma. Time and again, Sree Sree Thakur has asserted, illustrated, and demonstrated that God is one, Dharma is one, and prophets are the same messenger. His life, teaching, and preaching normally promote mutual understanding and amity. In this context, he describes the specific characteristics of true prophets or ideals. He says that all fulfilling and nurturing of individual distinctiveness are the twin hallmarks of their genuineness. So, under their guidance, international tensions, communalism, provincialism, parochialism, mutual hatred, disorder, and other disintegrating forces are sure to be eliminated. Of course, if people choose to apply their principles in life. He gives the most universal, scientific, and rational interpretation of Dharma. He shows how Dharma operates as the most progressive force in the world, combining all the benefits of the realm of matter and spirit, which are basically inseparable. Like that happened in the battle of Kurukshetra, what Lord Sri Krishna has done. He lovingly beckons mankind to the materialization of the dream of a united world without impairing the distinctive existential traits and traditions of individual nations. He again elucidates how the fulfilling prophet or ideal of the age at once serve as the pivot, the foundation, the center, the focal point, the way, the truth, and the goal of every human being. Complete living is impossible without him. He is personal God of mankind, to whom human beings must surrender themselves. This act of inseparably binding themselves with him constitutes the basic of religion. Unrepelling love for the latest fulfilling ideal is the criterion and touchstone of the sincerity of human love for God and prophets. Again, loving service to fellow men is the true index of human love for the ideal. Sree Sree Thakur has shown and explained in details how one can grow in spiritual life through daily individual practices of prayer, repetition of holy name, meditation, propagation of Lord's message, devout offering, self-analysis, self-correction, formation of good habits, pure and proper diet, imbibing the character and conduct of the Lord, resisting evils, devotion to existential culture and tradition, and many other kinder points. In reply to Mr. Eugene Exman, the Vice President and Religious Editor, Harper Brother, New York, Sree Sree Thakur said, I think Dharma means a way of speaking, thinking, and living that elevates our being and becoming. The Dharma of existence underlies the foundation of every walk of life. True Dharma enables every person to stand on his or her own feet. Sree Sree Thakur says, Dharma is the providential flow to uphold life and growth, or the law of uphold by which existence is prolonged with ability and growth, and with every compatible interaction and systematic coherence do observe and sustained. He also has added, what makes anything stand on with life and growth is Dharma. Sree Sree Thakur further says, upholding urge of our existence is Dharma. According to Sree Sree Thakur, the solving and untying of all kinds of knots of the mind so that they become meaningful in one is salvation, and ultimate desire of human life is salvation. And the only way for salvation is love and attachment to the living ideal like Lord Sri Ramchandra, Lord Sri Krishna, Lord Buddha, Jesus Christ, Hazrat Rasul, Lord Sri Chaitanya, Sree Sree Thakur Ramakrishna, and Sree Sree Thakur ANUKULCHANDRA, the prophet of the age. Many examples we know, as hard-hearted criminal like Dakat Ratnakar, with the attachment of Lord Sri Ramchandra became a great saint, like that of Mary Magdalene with Jesus Christ, Angulimala with Lord Buddha, Jogai and Madhai with the attachment of Sree Sree Mahaprabhu Sri Chaitanya, Girish Chandra Ghosh and Noti Binodini with the attachment of Sree Sree Thakur Ramakrishna, and so many like the Pandavas with the love of Lord Sri Krishna. And now we see innumerable people are attached with Sree Sree Thakur ANUKULCHANDRA, and they are becoming greater and better. Till this for today, my heartiest prayer to my beloved Almighty Supreme Father to shower His divine love and blessings to us all and guide us to his divine path of love, lift, and eternal life. Bande Purushottamam.